The head! Cut off the head!
Season of the Witch 2011. A fog-drenched dawn settles over 13th century Austria. The sound of lapping river water and rattling chains carries across the stillness, broken only by the muffled cries of three trembling women. Accused of witchcraft, they are dragged to a narrow bridge in the village of Villach. They are bound, condemned without true evidence, only superstition and fear. One by one, they are hanged, their lifeless bodies swaying in the wind before being dropped into the river below. The church calls it justice. But the priests know better than to be careless. One priest insists on a ritual, reciting from the ancient Key of Solomon, meant to seal any dark power the women may have harbored. But the second priest, nervous and doubtful, urges him to stop. He does. And with the ritual unfinished, the door is left open. That night, the horror begins. The body of one woman, bloated and pale, stirs. She awakens. But she is not a woman anymore. She twists into something inhuman, eyes burning with fire, voice laced with guttural growls. She seizes the priest and hurls him to his death with unholy strength. What the church feared was real. A burning desert. Years later, the crusades rage. Cities fall. Fields run red. Sir Bayman von Bleibruck, a knight of great honor, fights beside his comrade and closest friend, Sir Felsen. Battle after battle, siege after siege, they cleave their way across the Holy Land in the name of God. But each victory feels hollow. Each slaughter weighs heavier. In the city of Smyrna, the facade crumbles. During a raid, Bayman stabs a woman through the chest, only to realize too late she is innocent. Unarmed. Her son looks on, broken. Bayman steps back, shaken. His hands, once steady, now trembled. He's seen too much. He turns away, discards the cause, abandons the crusade. Felsen follows. There are no longer knights of the church, only men haunted by what they've done. They travel through a ravaged Europe, where the Black Plague has turned towns into ghostly wastelands. The disease shows no mercy. Corpses lie forgotten. Crosses mark cursed doors. The living fear the dead, and each other. In the city of Marburg, Bayman and Felsen are recognized as deserters. They are arrested and thrown into prison. But fate is not done with them yet. The two are summoned by Cardinal d'Ambroise, a once great man now reduced to a wheezing husk by the plague. With his final breaths, he begs them for help. A young woman, Anna, is believed to be a witch, the very cause of the plague itself. She must be taken to the monastery of Severac, where monks skilled in exorcism can determine her guilt or innocence. Bayman refuses at first. He will not be party to another unjust execution. But the girl, caged and bruised, stares at him. Her voice is soft, pleading. She does not beg for freedom, only for protection. He relents. The escort is formed. Bayman, Felsen, de Belzac, a devout priest obsessed with cleansing evil, Hagamar, a deceitful merchant serving as their guide, Kay, a teenage altar boy with dreams of glory, and Eckhart, a veteran soldier. Together, they begin the long, harrowing journey through cursed lands and dark forests. Anna, shackled in a cage pulled by horses, says little, but her presence casts a shadow over the group. Bayman begins to doubt her guilt. Felsen keeps his sword close. De Belzac prays harder each day. Strange things begin to happen. They pass through villages abandoned mid-meal, animals torn apart, signs of unnatural death. Anna begins whispering secrets she should not know. The men grow uneasy. When they come upon a crumbling rope bridge over a deep chasm, tragedy strikes. Eckhart falls, screaming, into the abyss. The girl doesn't blink. Felsen suspects something more. Kay begins to fear her. De Belzac tightens her bindings and blesses himself at every turn. Then, the wolves come, not ordinary wolves. These beasts attack with unholy intelligence. They chase the group through the forest, tearing into horses, leaping from shadows. Hagamar runs, only to be hunted down and killed. The rest barely escape with their lives. Anna remains unharmed. When they finally arrive at Severac Monastery, their relief turns to dread. The monks are dead, victims of the very plague they hope to cure. Black boils, empty eyes, twisted bodies litter the monastery halls. Whatever safety they sought is gone. One monk, barely alive, tells de Belzac that the Book of Solomon, hidden within the monastery, holds the key to defeating evil. It must be used to perform the ritual. As the ceremony begins, the truth comes to light. Anna begins to convulse. The air shifts. The ground shakes. Her voice deepens. Chains snap. Walls crack. The girl is not a witch. She is possessed by a demon, one that orchestrated the entire journey. It needed the knights to bring it to the book, so it could destroy the only thing that could stop it. The demon rises, its form monstrous, winged, wreathed in flame. De Belzac fights valiantly but is burned alive. Felsen slashes at the creature but is impaled and killed, his blade falling from lifeless hands. Only Bayman and Kay remain. Knowing what must be done, Bayman sacrifices himself, holding the demon at bay while Kay reads the sacred words from the Book of Solomon. With each verse, the demon thrashes, screams, rise in agony. The ritual works. The demon is exorcised, torn from Anna's body in a storm of shadow and fire. It vanishes. The girl collapses. Bayman dies, his body broken, but his soul unburdened. The nightmare ends. The dawn rises over a quiet hill as Kay buries his fallen brothers. Anna stands beside him, free at last. The Book of Solomon is safe, and the world is spared for now.
Hitting them! Amen!
Their journey continues, but they carry the memory of the brave few who stood against the darkness.
Fast, and life returned to the land.